Hi, lovelies. Welcome to the free weekly reading with me, Sarah Martucci, psychic medium, certified crystal healer, paranormal investigator, Duchess of Donuts, and the cuss mouth angel. Welcome. For those of you that are just joining me, this is where I do the free weekly reading. I pull 3 cards, talk about the astro fuckery for the week, and we figure out our way through. Cheers. All right. So, honestly, guys, all I want to say for this week is that Neptune has gone retrograde. Anytime a planet goes retrograde, it's asking us to go within. I find that the greatest thing that Neptune asks, anytime I've ever worked with that planet, or anytime I've ever tuned into my own Neptune aspects, it is always, always, always asking for compassion. So I think a beautiful thing to do this week, when you feel like you're ready to punch someone in the face, when you feel like things are getting crazy and you don't know which way to go, if things from the past keep coming up and they're fucking with you mentally, stop for a second. How can you bring compassion to the situation? How can you have compassion for another person? Most importantly, how can you have compassion for yourself? Where is my compassion needed right now? How can I pump the brakes instead of coming out with my fists ready to fight, street fight ready? How can I literally take a step back and reevaluate the situation and bring as much peace as I can to the situation? Sometimes, guys, that means just walking the fuck away. Sometimes that means not saying a fucking word, even though your insides are screaming and you want to. Sometimes that means facing yourself, maybe around what you are unable to let go of, and letting it go. So find where the compassion is this week. When in doubt, ask yourself, how can I be kind? How can I be compassionate? And with it being Gemini season, make sure your words encompass those things too. Guys, every Gemini season, every Gemini moon, every time Gemini pops the fuck up, I'm like, hey, guess what? Little warning sign, and I definitely feel like it for this week. Be careful of your words. Be careful of the information that you're sharing. Make sure that it's good. Is it truthful? Is it kind? Is it good? Is it good information? Am I actually being kind about what's being said? Am I sharing stuff that's actually true? So check in on those spaces this week. And to anybody that's watching this and is maybe feeling like, is reality real right now? Everything feels fucking insane. Yeah, you're not the only one. Everybody's feeling that. Guys, anytime any of the equinoxes, anytime we're changing signs in the season, anytime it's Scorpio season, and you know what I mean? October, Halloween, any of those liminal spaces where signs are changing, things are going retrograde, things are moving, it is a liminal point. And time is weird. Nothing feels the same, which leaves us with instability and we don't know where we stand. Maybe with other people, maybe with ourselves, or what we're doing. Maybe what we thought was a sure bet is fucking not now. And so I think a lot of us are sitting back and being like, okay, whoa, what the fuck is going on? And so realize too, a lot of people may be acting out of fear and worry. Their safety and security is tossed up in the fucking air. Neptune doesn't give a fuck about safety and security. What they care about is kind of merging with spirit, not really being here a lot. Neptune is like this beautiful sign around love and compassion and transcendence, but that doesn't always leave us grounded or feeling safe and secure or feeling like we know what's going to happen or maybe even sometimes where we belong. So go gentle with yourself this week. Have compassion for yourself and for others as much as you possibly can. And if you find that you can't speak nicely, if all you want to do is gossip, all you want to do is talk shit, all you want to do is fight, just take a seat this week. Stay inside of your home, do what you gotta do, turn on the AC, turn on your favorite shows, and just veg the fuck out. It's too crazy out there right now. It just is. So my 2 cents, my long 2 cents, be kind to each other. Most importantly, be kind to yourself. Don't talk shit. Chill. All right, with that being said, let's pull some motherfucking cards. For anybody that's interested this week, I am using, if I can find the top to this damn thing, the Star Child Tarot. It's by Danielle Noel. Guys, anything by her, 2 thumbs up for me. I love all of her decks. So I'm going to hold up each card for you. You're either welcome to look at the 3 cards that I posted at the beginning of the video, see which one that you're drawn to, but I'm going to hold up each card too and just pick any and all that you're drawn to. Fuck yeah. All right, this could be card number 1. This is going to be card number 2. And then this will be card number 3. And it really doesn't help matters if people are like, you know, what the fuck's going on? Everybody's kind of acting out right now and lately. And then on top of that, nobody feels like, you know, first of all, time is a fucking illusion. Just everything feels like chaos and fuckery. You know, just go easy. Just fucking go easy with each other. It's hard. Well, I guess what I was getting at was like, it's also like Satan's butthole hot outside. So that doesn't help anything either. So all this craziness and then add like heat exhaustion on top of it. Just jump in the fucking pool, man, and don't swim out. Just stay in the pool forever. That's your home now. Enjoy. All right, if you pulled card number 1, you got the Knight of Cups. Here's your gorgeous card. Guys, this is literally a card of good news coming your way, expansion, good shit coming. This is also a court card. Anytime we have page and knights, kings and queens show up, this usually talks about a person showing up in the scene. With the pages and the knights, I find that it's somebody that's delivering a message. A lot of times, too, this card can talk about us and the energy that we need to take on, what we need to remember. Maybe also, too, what we need to embody so that we can move forward if that's what we're trying to do. With the Knight of Cups here, if you notice symbolically in the card, it kind of looks like the tower just kind of happened. So like shit fell apart. There's like old ruins here. You know, this person's looking a little kind of sad, a little stuck here too. So there might have been a feeling lately that like, I want to move towards, if you notice her body's towards the right, which talks about the past, but her face and everything is moving towards the left, which talks about the future. So feeling kind of stuck in space lately. Maybe you've been waiting for information to come in so you can move forward. I think it's interesting with this card is like, again, symbolically, it feels like everything is kind of falling apart. Where the fuck are things landing? What the hell is happening here? With Cups, this is going to talk about our emotions. So maybe emotionally, you didn't get something that you needed here. Or again, maybe we're waiting on another piece of information so that we can rebuild, we can move forward. Just know that it's coming in this week. And I'm wondering, too, if it has to do, if you notice the columns in the background, around education. Maybe this can even talk about what you thought, wisdom-wise, what you thought was true was not. And so maybe something that was built here is kind of crumbling apart and you're like, what the fuck now? So I want to say, if you got this card this week, things have been difficult. You're feeling kind of stuck. Maybe felt like everything fell apart. Emotionally, we're just waiting to see what the fuck's going to go on. So wait for it. Good news is coming in this week. Expansion is coming in this week. Trust that wherever you're being guided, you don't need to know how all the chips are going to fall. All you need to do is wait for that information. And when it comes in, say yes to yourself and take that step forward. I wouldn't be surprised too. This card can also talk about being invited like on an adventure or like the next best like thing, you know, an invitation might be showing up here too. And I'm wondering if we're getting to the water, possibly the beach. We might even be doing overseas travel, somehow either connected to maybe school in some way, shape or form, or maybe the information that we previously thought we had, that new piece comes in and then we're free to go have some motherfucking fun. I want to say with this card too, it's not as bad as you feel like it is. So just pump the brakes. Everything's going to be all right. Now, in terms of career, again, this could feel as though everything's kind of fallen apart. Don't worry. I feel like a new client is coming in this week, possibly from overseas, or maybe on one of the coasts here, the east or the west coast. Maybe fucking Japan, surrounded by fucking water. Do you know what I'm saying? So somehow water is a part of this as well. I want to say too, if this is about career, there's something here about a rebirth with the work that you're doing too. So look for ways that like, maybe if something's been working, but it hasn't been getting like great coverage, or maybe not as many people are seeing the work that you're doing, see how you can reinvent this or rebirth it. Maybe there's something like a piece of information we need, or some information finds us this week that helps us put all those puzzle pieces together so we can present the best of what we offer here. This is around a love relationship. Again, it's felt like things have fallen apart. Not really sure how I'm standing with another person. Don't be afraid to communicate yourself this week. Take a fucking leap of faith. The worst thing that can be said to you, right, is that the other person either doesn't feel the same way or that they're not feeling where you're at. All you're being shown is the direction in which you need to go. And it's okay if it's not with them. Even though this card is very positive, it's very good. What I'm telling you is don't be afraid to take a leap of faith. Don't be afraid to say something and communicate your needs, your wants, or even just checking in with another person, making sure everything is okay. I kind of feeling like the news is coming your way, though. And again, with that scarab up top, I want to say in terms of that love relationship, there should be a rebirth this week in some way, shape, or form. And so we are rebuilding. Make sure that we rebuild with better communication this time, and that with the cups being here, I'm trusting my heart and where it's taking me. I'm also trusting my intuition, because maybe you disregarded something before. Maybe you didn't listen to yourself, or you didn't pay attention to that inner voice that was speaking to you. This time, you fucking are. Fuck yeah. Now, the knights and pages and the court cards don't really give me a time frame, so this feels more like in this present moment. This really feels like around this week, so it feels like these themes are coming to a culmination now. Pay attention. Be ready for this good news and expansion to come in. Be ready to go on an adventure. I hope you got your go bag packed. Fuck yeah. All right. If you pick card number 2, you got the King of Wands, and here's your beautiful card. All right, so again, we got another court card, guys. For those of you that got number 2, the King of Wands is like a really entrepreneurial dude. So a lot of times, too, the king, whenever he shows up, it's going to usually talk about a father or father figure, usually an older man that shows up in the scene to help or to fuck shit up. This guy's actually really helpful. This guy's very mature. Even though it's wands, and you usually think with wands, it's like, man, it's all passion, that's fire, like this is hot stuff. It really is. They've got a lot of energy. Not always to see something through to the very end, but at least in the beginning, lots of good energy. They have all the passion in the world for the work that they do and the people that they love. I want to say with the King of Wands here, though, like, we're also very influential. So if this has to do with your business or career this week, make sure that, or is there an older male figure here that we can call upon in order to either work with or to help us get our work out in some way, shape, or form? Maybe it's time to partner up with somebody here that's got the connections. Do you feel? I want to say with the King of Wands too, it's like, it almost feels as though with this card, if you look symbolically, he's being called something from above. Even his stick is pointing upwards, the wand is pointing up, and it usually talks about spirit. Guys, this is fire element. Fire element literally works through spirit, or spirit works through us. That's how fire works. It lights that fire in our belly. It gets us moving and shaking and going towards the things that speak to our heart and our passions. So who can we hook up with this week? Male figure that can possibly help us move forward with the work we're trying to do and get it out to a wider audience. This is important. I want to say if this is in terms of a love relationship, I do want to say an older male should be showing up here, either your age or older. This guy is influential. He's connected. He knows everybody. This guy's, I would say, very handsome, very attractive, popular with everybody, everybody's friend. Might possibly have a military connection or background here. I usually found that with wands, or a lot of time with wands and like the king cards, knight cards, usually talks about like some kind of courage background, so like firefighter, or what we consider courage in our in our society. So like firefighter, police officer, military. So the courage background, or this person could just have a lot of fucking balls. I want to say that they're very active too. There's somebody showing up on the scene here that's going to help you to see yourself in a more beautiful or positive light. The reason I'm saying that is, again, feeling like we're called here, but his wand is also pointing towards that full moon in the background, which talks about not only our relationships with other people, but with ourselves. And so there's something here about the relationship that helps me to see myself as a more beautiful person, or really seeing how I'm reaching out and I'm touching more people than I even thought, or that I even realized. And so this person coming this week might just be coming the fuck out of left field. It's interesting because usually I would say, okay, I would look to the card and see which way that they're moving to see if we already know this person. Are they moving towards the right, which talks about the past, or the left, which talks about the future, somebody we haven't met yet? This person's right here and right now, and they're just looking upward. So I want to say we already know this person. So again, somebody might be coming out of left field romantically this week and being like, yo girl, I've seen you from afar. You're fucking hot and I'm here for it. You touched my heart and other things. Let's fucking do this. So don't be surprised again if you get a little message out of left field letting you know you're too hot to trot and somebody's been watching you in the work that you've been doing, or maybe what you've been posting on social media. Maybe you've been going on vacation and just showing all your photos. Maybe you've been talking about something that's really important to you. So I even want to say to you again this week, don't be afraid to get out there. Put your voice out there. Don't be afraid to be seen and to be heard. That's how you let your weirdos know that you're there so that they can find you. All right. But again, this would be sex like hanging off the fucking rafters shit. Ooh, yeah. All right. If you pulled card number 3, you got the Four of Swords. Here's your beautiful card. All right, with the Four of Swords here, anytime Sword shows up, this is going to talk about our mental space, or where are we mentally? The Four of Swords here is really talking about, like, we need rest. We need a break. So there's been a lot of stuff going on. We're not so overburdened like the Ten of Swords, where it's like, I can't even do anything. This is just like, I feel like there's just nothing but obstacles showing up in front of me. And so it's kind of like the universe saying to you, pump the fucking brakes. Take a fucking break for a second. You need a moment to breathe. You need a moment to reevaluate. And you need to sit down and reprioritize what your goals are mentally. Where are you mentally right now? And it's really important to be present and here in the moment. If this is around your business and your career, take a fucking break. Maybe this week, go on vacation. Give yourself a break. Something, you keep running into obstacles, and it's like obstacle after obstacle, and is literally the universe and your own energy, yourself is telling you, pump the fucking brakes. You need a break. It's too much. You're burning the candle at 45 ends, and there should only be 2, but somehow you found more ends. It's too much. I want to say in the background here, it might be difficult around getting money lately, or maybe it's felt like the work has not been coming in. So I feel like this is about like refreshing your energy, coming back to the table with a fresh mind and fresh spirit. Get away anywhere. Take a day or 2 off if you can't do the whole week. If you can take the whole week, bless, fucking go and don't look back. I want to say with the addition of the number 4, this has been going on since April. So we've been trying to push through this energy instead of just sitting down and listening to what it has to say to us. Just take a break. You will be successful, but this is about you facing these obstacles that keep showing up for you, whether that be like creative blocks, whether that be actual issues showing up in your space. Maybe again, the money's not coming in and I can't seem to get the work. Just take a fucking break, reassess, reprioritize, rework what needs to be reworked here, and come back to the space fresh and clean. Take a fucking break. This is around the love relationships. Guess what? Take a fucking break. So if you guys find that you've been trying to communicate, especially with swords here, this is a huge communication card, and things just haven't been working, we can't seem to like understand each other or catch up with each other, we're just not on the same page, everything's gonna be okay. We just need a fucking break. So everybody, take your space right now. Take your fucking space if you got card number 3. There's nothing, this card's not saying everything's going to blow up. This card's not saying that you guys are going to break up, or that, you know, you guys are going to get divorced, or whatever the fuck the issue is, or that nothing's going to happen here. It's just saying we are not on the same page at this point. And if you look in the background, you see that full moon? We can't see the entirety of it. So we don't even know the full story yet. We just know right now at this halfway point, we need to step back and reassess personally what we need. And so when we're clear on that, when we're in this present moment, making the best choices around what it is that we need, then we're able to make better choices around how we're coupled with other people and how that works with others. Because once you're clear and have clarity around your goals and priorities, then you can say, oh, okay, let's compare the two and let's make sure that we're on the same fucking page. And again, with that addition of the number 4, I'm looking back to the month of April. So something's been skanky since then. Something's just been funky, and just things haven't felt right, and they haven't been falling into place the way that you need to. Go take a break. Just give each other some space and some room, and just trust that when we come back to the table, we'll be able to, and after we find clarity, we'll be able to reprioritize and reassess and rework what we've got going on here. Don't be afraid of the obstacles. All it's doing, again, is pointing you in the right direction. So if you repeatedly keep getting a no, hear the no, be okay with the no, and be ready to move in a new direction if that's what you need. Just take it as a sign signal. That's it, y'all. It has nothing to do with you not being good enough, or maybe issues of worthiness and some other BS is coming up because of it. Just stop. Just stop. All it is a sign and signal pointing you in the right direction. Okay? All right. All right, and stone for the week. Hold on. Oh, I thought I had it here next to me. We're going to do... Oh, wrong stone. We're working with carnelian this week, and that's so pretty. With that beautiful carnelian heart. I love it. Thank you, Bella, for my heart. So, you guys, this week, carnelian is a great grounding. It's just a great grounding stone. It works with the root chakra, but it also, because of the color, the orange and the reds in it, it really kind of works with like getting that place fired up. So also too, if we felt kind of like lazy lately or like lackadaisical, or we don't feel like we have the energy in order to move forward, thanks for nothing, Neptune, especially going retrograde. Sometimes it could just make us feel like we just don't have the energy to move forward. If you need a little bit of energy this week, grab a piece of carnelian and work with it. Because it's in the lower half of the body, I would maybe, if you've got pockets, wear a piece in your pocket. Maybe wear like a carnelian ankle bracelet, wear a carnelian bracelet, because our hands are down by that area. I mean, shit, stick a carnelian in your panties for all I fucking care. Live your best fucking life, okay? If you really want to sit on rocks and stones, do you. I'm not here to judge. Although I think that would just be uncomfortable. But again, it's up to you. Grab yourself a chunk of carnelian, and especially if you need that energy boost, if you want to feel safe and secure, and you want to feel grounded in your body. With all this Neptune energy and everything that it's kicking up right now, it can make it too easy to disassociate and be scared to be in our body, or just not want to be here and want to numb out. And so if you need to be present, you need to be here in this moment like we all do, work with this beautiful stone. You guys, I hope this was helpful. I hope this gave you something that you needed, or at least I hope that it reminded you of where your power is this week. We got this. Be good to each other, be good to yourself, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.